Hey guys, we'll be discussing few important life cycle of parasites, which are important for the examinations. So here we'll be discussing about the infective and diagnostic forms of the parasites. So starting with schistosomiasis. So we know that the schistosomiasis is an infection caused by cystodes. The three main important cystodes are Schistosoma hematobium, Schistosoma mansoni, and Schistosoma japonicum. So fine. Uh, the Schistosoma hematobium resides in the pelvic venous plexus, and we know that it causes squamous cell carcinoma of the bladder. Schistosoma japonicum resides in the superior mesenteric vein, and Schistosoma mansoni resides in the inferior mesenteric vein. So this is the basic detail. And what is the main detail is Cercariae are the infective forms. Cercariae are the infective forms of schistosoma, and the diagnostic forms are the X. Diagnostic forms are the X. So in the X, we have to know that the lateral spine is for Schistosoma mansoni, knob is for Schistosoma japonicum, and terminal spine is for Schistosoma hematobium. Right. So the main differentiating feature of schistosoma when compared to other cystodes is that the infective form here is Cercariae, while the other cystodes have metacercaria as their infective forms. Okay. So moving on to paragonimus. Yeah, paragonimus is also a cystode infection, and here the infective form is metacercaria, and the diagnostic form is unembryonated X. The diagnostic form is unembryonated X. The infective form is metacercaria. Right. Coming to hookworm. Hookworm is also known as Ankylostoma duodenale. The infective form here is the filariform larva, which penetrates the skin. Okay, and the diagnostic form would be the egg in the feces. Right. And what you should know about ankylostoma is that it causes creeping eruption. The creeping eruption is mainly caused by the species like Ankylostoma brasiliensis, Ankylostoma canis, and not by Ankylostoma duodenale. So next, coming to the roundworm. Roundworm is also called Ascaris. So the mode of infection is ingestion of embryonated eggs. So that is the infective stage, and the diagnostic stage is the fertilized egg. Fertilized egg is the diagnostic form of roundworm. So next, coming to Trichuris. Trichuris, the infective form is again embryonated eggs. They are barrel-shaped eggs. Barrel-shaped eggs, and these reside in the cecum. You have to remember that two of the main parasites that reside in the large bowel, that is Enterobius vermicularis and Trichuris. Right. Next, moving on to strongylites. So strongylites stercoralis. So here the infective form is the filariform larvae. Infective form is the filariform larvae, and the diagnostic form here is not X. The diagnostic form here is rhabdiform larva in the intestine, which are excreted in the stools. The mode of infection here is penetration of the intact skin. Right. What you have to know about strongylitis is it causes something called larva currents. Larva currents is something similar to creeping eruption, but here there is fast movement of the larvae on the skin. Right. Next, coming to Hymelenopsis nana. So Hymelenopsis nana is also called as a dwarf tapeworm. It is the one of the types of tapeworms. It is called as dwarf tapeworm. So here the diagnostic form and the infective form both are embryonated eggs. You have to remember this. So coming to the filariasis. Filariasis is caused by Wuchereria bronchiecti and Brugia malai. So here the larva stage is the infective form, and the adult sheath microfilaria that migrate into the lymph and blood channels is the diagnostic form. This is about filaria. And coming to the last one, that is fasciola hepatica. This is one of, like, this is another cystode infection. And we know that cystode infection, the infective form is metacercariae and the diagnostic form is unembryonated eggs. So what you have to know about fasciola hepatica is, so it has two intermediate hosts, which are snail and aquatic plants. And snail and aquatic plants, humans and animals ingest this, and the eggs are produced in them and they are excreted in the feces, and these are the diagnostic form, right?